What is up, Bandit Gang? You already know who it is, and backed by a popular demand with the pepper spray videos, I figured I'd make another video because here lately I've had a lot of people in the comment section asking me what do I think is a good brand and just what is an all-around good pepper spray to carry, and this is my response. So for you guys that don't know, or for the ones that's just checking out my channel, my name is Paul. I spent 3.5 years working in corrections, 2 of which as a supervisor, and 2 of them years also spent working with the corrections emergency response team. Why is that so important, you must say? Well, as a corrections officer and dealing with your average inmate all the way up until you get to serial killers and killer inmates, the average officer in the Kentucky Department of Corrections, they don't get to carry firearms around there when they're dealing with the worst monsters that you could possibly think of. What's protecting them every day in the state of Kentucky, your officers, is a can of pepper spray, a taser, handcuffs, keys, and a pair of door keys to get them in and out of doors. That's it. They don't get to carry firearms in there around the inmates. Another thing to add that they carry is their 2 fists. If something goes awry in there, the only thing they got really that's going to help them is pepper spray, taser, fist, and until the cavalry arrives and you got some more pepper spray, tasers, and more fists, get hands on with them. But that's about it. So for a pepper spray that I would recommend highly, that I've seen and I've used a lot, would be the Sabre Red Crossfire 1.3. That pepper spray right there is what we carry in the state prisons all around the state of Kentucky. If it's trusted to keep the worst of the worst inmates at bay, surely God, it'd work on your average day criminal or crackhead who's just trying to fuck around to find out. Another good popular brand that I'd recommend is Gauze. It's the same potency as that spray right there. Both of them is level 3 pepper sprays. If you watch my other videos where I break down the levels, you know what I'm talking about. But reason I'd recommend this one over this one is because I've only got to test this one on myself. This one right here, I've sprayed a lot of inmates in my time in corrections, a lot. And like I said, if you watch my other video, sometimes pepper spray don't affect all people, but that's a very low percentage. 9 out of 10 times, the pepper spray is going to eat them the fuck up, and they're going to wish and pray to God that they didn't do whatever they done to make you spray them with. I've sprayed a lot of inmates with this, and I've seen inmates crawling around on their knees saying that the devil's pissed on them and to get it off of them and shit. This is what I recommend carrying. If you're going to carry a spray, get the Sabre Crossfire. And the reason it says Crossfire is because if you've been around the pepper spray a long time, you got some sprays where you can hear the stuff moving around inside. You can squash it around and move it and hear it. Well, some of them sprays, when you turn it upside down, it'll squirt out just a little bit and then lose all its air. With the Crossfire, you can spray it upside down and it ain't going to lose no pressure. The Crossfire is a really good pepper spray to have, guys. If you're going to carry, go Sabre. And another big thing I like about Sabre, the reason it's trusted by all the prisons, so you see this right here, that HPLC. If you see it and it's got that mark on it, it says guarantee, exclusive guarantee right there. That means that it's tested for hotness. Like this says it's 1.3. Well, by God, if you spray somebody with it, you're going to hit them with 1.3 spray. It's going to be hot as fuck. All their sprays, all their newer sprays, I can't speak on their older sprays because I don't know, but all their newer sprays, such as the Crossfire and up, it's all probably going to have that mark on it right there, and that means it's tested for hotness, that it's been proven and tested that this is how hot this can is before it goes out the door. So that's why another reason why I like Sabre for. Gauze, like I said, for you guys that don't know, Gauze is like a whole big other company. You can go on their website, you can get a lot of pepper spray. They also sell that pepper spray and a bunch of other pepper spray, a bunch of law enforcement stuff, about anything you need for firefighting, law enforcement, of anything of that for first responders. And you can get it for a pretty good price on there. So check out Gauze. If you want to get Chither Gauze spray on there, I'm going to be honest, it's still kind of expensive. It's like $1 cheaper than that. That right there is like $18.99. Well, it was like a month ago. And that right there is about $18 to $19. So, I mean, it's still pretty expensive. But like I said, you can't put a price on your safety. You just can't. Like if you're going to get something to protect yourself with, spend the money and get something good. Like, you can't put a price. There ain't no price on safety. If you're going to spend money to get something to protect yourself with, spend the money to get something good with. Don't spend the money to get something that's, it's fucking, it ain't going to work. You can't put a price on safety, guys. So make sure if you're going to spend the money, I can't preach it enough, make sure you spend your money on something that you know is going to work. And on a side note to that, if you're going to get markers, I don't care what kind of marker it is, from low joule markers all the way up until you get a VKS and get into M17's high joule markers, take care of your markers, guys. After you shoot them, make sure you take them apart, make sure they're going to function, make sure you train with them every day. Training makes perfect. Like I said, you can't buy a pepper spray or a marker and just not, like, even if you get pepper spray, another good thing that I recommend is as soon as you get your pepper spray, go outside and give it like a second test fire and make sure it's going to fire. That's we test it at the prison all the time. Like when we get new batches in, they'll test it to make sure it's going to fire, because I mean the last thing you'd want is to fucking pull out spray on somebody and it's a dud and don't spray. That's why if you're going to have a marker or pepper spray, test it, train with it. Make sure you know how to use it. Make sure you know the effects of pepper spray, because most likely if you spray somebody with pepper spray, you're going to get, and you're going to have to tangle with them, you're going to get that spray on you, so the same effect it's going to have on that person, it's probably going to take the same effect on you. If you're going to have a marker, make sure you take care of your marker, train with it, take care of it, take it apart, lube it. Like I said in one of my older videos, you can't expect to buy a marker and keep it for a year or two and just leave it set in a corner and expect to use it when shit goes crazy and you expect to grab your marker and expect it to fire. No, you're probably going to blow a fucking O-ring. Make sure you take care of your markers, guys. And as far as the comments and stuff with the pepper spray, guys, I love the comments. Comment all you want to, guys. I absolutely love the comments. I love replying to you guys and having good old conversations. So keep it up, guys. But that's all I got. As usual, you know who I am. And that's about it.